Here we are in Tunisia, early morning, 7 o'clock. This is a view from our balcony. And today we're off on our first trip down the coast. Nice here, we're going to get a drink. Jeb, 6th largest amphitheatre, Roman. So we're going to walk round. What row were we? E4.
That's central, that man's one on the end where the blinking rail is.
Yeah, this was Hypercut, was it? Looks like rooms of some sort. So that's where the king sat. In the mornings, the sun wasn't on him, and then in the afternoon they just sat there, so when they sat the sun on him again. We'll go down there later. The pits are underneath where they kept the animals and the slaves, the prisoners. The 2 squares with lifts that brought the animals up. Shops or something on the way, people went to on the way in. Look at that, rooms. So it's a double wall there as well. And the front wall would have been covered in marble. So you can still see some of the marble there left on the front of the wall there. The shops around there as well later on. Have a look at the shops later on. Down below.
Hier kunnen we omkijken.
Ja, dan kom ik niet meer over.
It's a bit bright, the sun. So we've been walking down to the middle. And then way up there. A bit gloomy. Reaching the middle now, underneath in the middle. Are you ready for your show? Oh, great. So we had animals kept on the one side and the prisoners on the other. So up above they've been covered in wood.
I think the dead bodies went down.
Oh, dead bodies. Oh, yeah. Russell Crowe was here. Oh, yeah, got a cage.
It goes on forever.
So the well. Oh, no. But
If you lost, you went down there. Wow. That's the people side.
yeah. Hook there, look. Hook.
And that's pretty good, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
so much of it.
You've heard it going on up above, wouldn't you?
You can put the steps there as well. There's a big pit down there, I suppose, to serve the pigeon. That's great, isn't it? It's so well preserved, this is.
Yeah,
To
it's
get
been-
underneath.
Been, yeah.
You can't even get underneath.
Because he said you could come down this side, couldn't you?
Oh, is that the lift?
I know, I've got one of there. Great.
Oh, I don't know if it's a lift or where.
Oh, the blood would have dripped down there, wouldn't it?
Oh, I feel like I'm going now to fight.
Come on then.
I forgot something. My sword. Where's my sword?
Many have, haven't they? Imagine what's walked up here.
Oh, I feel the fear. Can you feel the fear? This is where the top stars of the days went.
Oh, get
This
this.
are the elites.
Different amphitheatres were built, I think.
That's how this one was built.
Really fascinating place. So well preserved. I know some of it's been rebuilt, those seats and that, but it's been fascinating, isn't it? Tell you all about it now when we're leaving. All happening out here. The shops now. Outside now. These one of these boys. One's got little, what are they? Tortoises? Tortoise?
What?
Tortoise?
No, three. You see, three tortoise.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. Real tortoise. Wow, nice shop. Real tortoise. Nice man. This is a fort. Right on the coast. Lovely place though, isn't it? Lovely. The sea's lovely.
No, definitely not now. Definitely, well, pretty well, originally.
We're going now, but it's a lovely garden. Isn't it?
Take 2,600 pounds.
Lovely, got a shrine here. We're going to have a walk up to. inside the shrine, the sarcophagus of the last president. Down the coast now, had some lunch. Now we're down here at Hotel Cantonoi. Something like that. Really nice little harbour, the white boats. I'm not taking pictures of any more. Back home now at the hotel. Great trip out. Come home and the sea's a bit rough. Great sign though, brilliant. Great waves. Another trip today. Utica is the first stop.
Region like Luka, Bula region are here far away. So that's
Okay, that's well.
First Venetian
all
capital.
that is alluvial plains here. This agricultural area crossed by Midjordan between Tunis and Utica on the other side. Nowadays we are about 10 kilometers far from the coastline. 3,000 years ago, this city has been nearby the sea. Has been a trading post, and it's sure that's along the coast from all North Africa does not remain so important size. It's been very damaged, became punic, Roman, sometimes it became quarries. So if you leave the coast for 100 kilometers, you find magnificent sights because people live there inside. And this city has started a 3 punic wars between Rome and Carthage from 264 till 146 BC against Amilcar, Hannibal, Asdrubal. And Carthage in 146 BC has been damaged and burned by the Romans, as it is said by Cato Delende est Carthago. It's been burned by Scipio. So as Carthage totally damaged, like this is Carthage 47 BC, then you see Carthage Africa Proconsularis, Colonia, then as capital of North Africa, and then as the Romans, it has been a royalty, a republic, and 27 BC became an empire. That's right, my friend. History, yeah? So then it has been more than 80 emperors. And during the 2nd century, Carthage became a city for 300,000 inhabitants. So the Romans went from here to Carthage. And the city is a very nice, prosperous agricultural area. And there are different caps here, called Cap Libri, Cap Blanc. And not far from here, the road is called Ghar El Milh, means the salt cave, or the cave of salt nowadays, but generally during the French Protectorate called Porto Farina. It has been as a military basic, and Italians general called Farina, so has been there, and there's his port, and that's why we call it Porto Farina. And this city in Roman time had aqueduct to draw water from the mountain to the cistern here from the springs. It has a theater, an amphitheater, but totally damaged, you see. And which is interesting here is the villa, the Roman house. So when we read the books, Maison de la Cascade, that means house of the waterfall. So that's different houses. And in Tunisia, so we see that's the open air courtyard house. It should show that the citizens, well-off citizens living here. And from these parts of Hippodiaritus, it's the Bizerte, has been called Hippodiaritus. And from Hadromet, who's from Carthage exported cereals olive oil to Ostia, and especially these what we call golden marble of Shemtu. So in the northwest of Tunisia, so after Dugga Bularigia, nearby the oak forest, there is the marble called of Shemtu nowadays, Semitus, Numidian Semitus. As the Romans helped the Berber or the Numidian king Massinissa helped the Roman against Hannibal 202 BC. So they gave them Algeria so as Berber earth, so they settled there the Berber, and then from the mountains during winter there's a lot of water in the river, mid-Jirda river, so there is small boat charged, so loaded by marble from Shemtu, and then arrive here to Utica and then to be exported to the region. You can say that's great work there done by decorates, that's what we call the Père Blanc, the white fathers. And here interesting to see are the house with triclinium dining rooms, with the atrium with sitting rooms. Oh nice, there's flowers here. Here was the style for the open air courtyard. Central Tunisia, various cactus between olive grove, and they kept on between orange trees and cypress trees from Italy against the wind, generally to protect from wind. And La Maison de la Cascade, or the house of waterfall, has been here. Waters falls, and then here springs of water, and the garden all around. And you see the mosaics here is very damaged. But the best mosaics are. So that's rain, that's fish mosaics.
That's amazing.
That's two main avenues you see from the north to the south. It shows these well-off citizens. They have their palace, they have the first floor, and you can find all around, for example, so then where the square place for their horses, for the carriage, for their slaves there. They have their own granaries. They have generally pottery amphora full of olive oil, of spices, of
Fish.
with the pavements. That's little bit red one is Shemtu marble. This is one. Yes, and then different qualities of marble from Sardinia, from Atlas Mountains. So rarely to find the marble on the floor. Generally mosaics on the floor and the wall covered by marble. And you see the roofs is by red tiles. So such a house can imagine between 2nd and the 4th century. So it really is a luxury. But all these stones are the quarries nearby these mountains. And as we find the quarries in the Cape Bon, but generally sandstones, limestones. For the different small rooms, sitting rooms, and then dining rooms, yes.
Fantastic mosaic floors that are preserved.
You can't preserve them all, I know that.
Because of this sea, drawing fishing, hunting, lot of fish mosaics. It's amazing to see how many, especially for the waterfall there, in every rooms there.
This is water storage.
Yeah. Bedrooms from this side. We have been the door.
doorways. Close the doorways.
There is some decorations here. See as the flowers, there's animals. Chapiteau historique, that's a story, so on the capitals, and with the lead every stone and the others. And here the open air courtyard. And you see here is important is the system for the storage of water here. And there's an entrance from the other side, open air courtyard, and then during here different rooms, dining rooms, sitting rooms. Until these last past Bedouins here with their animals, where it rains is full of water. Can you get water here from this system? Small, totally damaged. Then things are on these capitals here and there. Has been found, and for example, barley, water, and so on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's more than 10 horses.
Sorry. Gerne kæverne, der tror, det ser godt.
Yeah. So the site has been found more mosaics is Tuburbu Major, south of Tunis. Sure, that does not exist sites which are excavated more than 50%, 30%. And I to try to preserve all the mosaics nowadays. The fig tree.
Oh, lovely wildlife, isn't there? Lovely plants.
Big fig tree.
Yeah, the fig tree.
And underneath all rosemary. Lovely rosemary.
Is the Punic level. So it has been a Punic since because the history of Carthage, of the Phoenicians, you know, the Phoenicians is a name given by the Greeks to these people who came from Middle East, where nowadays Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Palestine. That's the land of the Phoenicians, Canaan people, Canaan, Canaanese people, and then it called Phoenicians by the Greeks. That means people that produce red purple from shell, for dyings. And it has been a specialty for the Phoenicians. In the Senate of Rome, when the senators dressed in Roman toga, they have a little bit here red, these purple color. So it has been something luxurious for the Phoenicians. But that they produce not only, and then they produce the jewelry. Only since 1990 we know that jewelry, very nice jewelry. There's a new collection in Badmus. And you see here the Punic tombs. Punic are the Phoenician of North Africa. When they settled here to live here in North Africa, it has been called the Punic, means the Phoenicians. The Phoenician of North Africa, as in the Medina does exist till nowadays, for example, Turban, it's private cemeteries. The kings of Tunis, they have their private cemeteries. But nowadays in Tunisia it's forbidden. Rich or poor should be in the same cemeteries at least the last day. So then here say that it has been, and yeah. Because they believe that one day we may wait. So the oldest cemetery has been the the history of Carthage, Tophet means cemetery, and believe that the people of Carthage believe in the god Baal Hamon and the goddess Tanit as Astarte or Ishtar. And the Greeks, the Romans, until the French writer Gustave Flaubert.
It was for work. Working you know, and you have to get this.
About Ishkel Lake. So Tunisia nowadays have a ministry for protection of the environment, very helped by experts from Europe, and to protect the environment. For example, to protect some birds that migrate here, to protect hunting. For example, gazelle in the Sahara. But till nowadays, anyway, also there was still hunting gazelle. Preserved is the house of the Cascade photo. Here we have about 58 kilometers now to Ishkel Lake. I see it. That's a book.
Just up the road about the museum, but it's closed. It's a shame. He's going to show something in the garden, another mosaic.
Oceanos, like Neptune, the god of the sea. And here is the new small museum. One museum of the world closed on Monday. Told them no problem. If you have a small site, at least you open your museum. Very nice. It's not for this mosaic. You know that's the richest collections of mosaic in the world is in Bardo Museum in Tunis. Nowadays there is a new museum in Elgem in Tunis of mosaics. It's a wonderful
With the original site where
Yes, original.
they're saying all around here there have been loads of buildings.
Yes, in the beginning the mosaics have been taken to museums, to Bardo museums.
How did they do it? Layer of soft
Yes,
water.
and then they have gyps, gyps, and the small stone near the others. Till nowadays in Tunisia there are workshops in Elgem of mosaics.
Right.
And last month it has been International Festival of Mosaics.
Yes, so they've got plans to try and cover it now. And
Just never finished digging.
yeah.
Must be loads under the ground around here.
Yeah.
Haven't discovered them. We're now at the national park, so we're going to climb a bit higher and see a bit more. Loads of wild birds here. At the top now, there's the marsh and the lake. Atlas Mountains. Little museum. Invasion Centre now. Telling you what all the birds are. It's all in Arabic. The birds you can see. Water buffalo.
You see this map showing here, that's Louis where I'm coming
Ducks.
from. And from different countries. The word here is the small Tunisian. Okay?
Beans,
And
where
you
they
see the red.
sighted them. Beans on top there, where they seen birds.
These ones are fruit bakur from Central Europe.
And space. And the animals. And the cat. He's not on there, but he's hiding behind. See him?
Explaining that this salt lake. And between Sus and Ejel, there is a salt lake between Kaiwan and Jem or Sus and Sidi Ilani, the difference. Both of us here during summer in Tunisia. During summer 342 gram per liter. And during winter 342 gram per liter. Because it's a lowland, and when it rains, water becomes salt. There is no wadi, no river. But here it is connected. This lake here is connected by Mediterranean Sea through Tiger Channel, and connected with 8 wadi, river from the north. So now very criticized because many water dams has been built in Jumin, in Gezal, so all around Mateur, this area. But they should open so a little bit for water right here, otherwise it will be dead all this time. And then the salt lake of Sidi Ilani nearby there's only the big flamingos, like in Monastir in Tunis.
Heron. Fox. Big bunting. Kestrel.
Sea falcon.
Yeah. Huge. Egyptian swallow.
And here's a different river right into the lake, all of the lake. So here that's
Down on there. Far away, isn't he?
Better now.
Well, you stop and look now, don't you? Otherwise I might miss it.
We had a spot of rain. There's been a very bit of a wet walk. Foundations are brilliant, all this slant in here. Brilliant. Holly, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I love it. Beautiful, is it? Yeah. Beautiful. The lovely trees, the black stem, they're probably because it's wet, yeah. That's really nice. Nice walk round. Spring. Listen, it's steam. Hot, let's roll into the marsh. It's steam. And had lunch on the boat. Bizert, which is a little town, little fishing village. Fishing town, north coast.
All new pavement.
all that for during French period, modern city of Paris.
fortress here, the walls.
Oh, that's,
Walk over the bridge and up the other side now. Nice, industrial.
there is nothing in Bizerta. Why do you go to Bizerta? If you stop only nearby the boat taking photos and back, they cannot see so it's probably so that's the fortress, La Casbah of the Medina here.
A mulberry tree. Every morning again, and we're off to Carthage today, in the Bardo Museum with all the mosaics. On our way now to Carthage.
Which is a new program by Thompson. I think that's a good idea. Did the tour to Tunis, Carthage, Bardo Museum and the Medina of Tunis in 2 different tours. Because the other tour is always in a hurry. This is more time to have enough time in Bardo Museum and to go sightseeing in Carthage and all the different Roman remnants. Because it is a really cultural tour to visit the site of Carthage and Bardo Museum, exhaustive visit. Plus,
And the Atlas Mountains. On the motorway. Wineries as well.
Tunis Lake. Just after Tunis Lake, the northern suburb, Carthage, La Golette is a peninsula.
The Punic Centre here, on the outskirts of Tunis. Burials.
History books as in the sites, or in Bardo Museum as in the sites, because it is an exception. The modern city built on the old city. The relationship of the Phoenicians with the other Mediterranean Sea. Here has been discovered mosques, terracotta, which is from Sicily, from Egypt, from other countries. That means Carthage has a relationship with all other Mediterraneans. Because the legend of Saint Louis, the 9th king of France, died here July 1270, and at the end of the 19th century, the French has built the cathedral, but nowadays in program it will be used as Christian museum, and it's used only the churches are in Tunis or in La Marsa, in Los Egis or La Golette church. The first mosque built in Carthage opened 5 years ago, we're saying, just in front of the presidential palace. This excavation, rich man. You see on the wall, the entrance here, it is trading port, and you see the island here. Yes. You see the island here. You see the entrance of the ship, and so there's and then here there's a military base, and inside there's officials and everything. So it looks like that's all. Imagine it.
Amazing.
So that's the beautiful water road like that. And then that means because the city has been on the hill.
These are arms. And this ships sit in the water.
We're going Antonine Baths. They're in here now.
Here that's the bars. And here where we are here, that's the Antonine Baths. Here the hill, Birsa Hill, where there is the cathedral. It has been the capital temple of Jupiter, the forum, the Mark Square. Nearby it has been a Colosseum, but totally damaged. And the Sea Hadrian Aqueduct.
Ah, yes.
That is 132 kilometers from Zagwan to Carthage. I will show you the system because it's newly discovered in 2006. Antonine Baths. Basilica. Here the Tophet. Oriental Egyptian Liban service.
And they have the bars on.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been the top it. Yeah, we've just been earlier on.
And here Birsa Hill, you see where there is a cathedral. And I'll show you the Punic quarters here. There's been Punic houses there, nearby the cathedral. Birsa Hill.
Little tombs for children. The Roman road here, Roman Street to the baths. Model of how the baths would have looked in Roman times. Not very clear. Perspex case.
Clearly that's going to
Yeah, the shoe. Then we're going to have a look at the real thing. Another drawing of how it would have looked.
See the plan of the bath is the same plan. The wall is new, built to protect the site, you know.
Yeah.
Because normally there is the trading commercial port and there's this military port and the main avenue here from the east to the west, and all this hill, the second hill, the third hill, Sidi Bou Said, has been all Roman city. And you see here, that's the Romans 54 kilometers south of Hama of Tunis, or 50 kilometers western of Tunis, there is Zagwan mountain, Zagwan city. Hadrian, the 14th Roman emperor, arrived here 128, beginning 2nd century, and noticed that Carthage, a big city, about 300,000 inhabitants, but there is not enough water, though many systems. So that he decided to build the aqueduct from Zagwan to Carthage. From Zagwan and another mountain.
Okay, we're off down there.
here, you see that's the wonderful view here. Or you see that's these only the two small parts.
Nice one, that one, the
You
pink
see the
marble.
Corinthians there. And you can imagine the pavement with the mosaics of the walls covered by Mara, and underneath the wood arrived from high Atlas mountains. Slaves working for heating the baths. So then nowadays we're wonderful with the lights in the evening, more used for jazz music festival here during summer. It has been a dream of Julius
That's the
Caesar.
Antonine on
Has
there.
been here 47 BC and has seen Carthage totally burned. So then, thanks to these emperor of the 2nd century, that Carthage became an important city. The third one in Roman Empire after Rome and Alexandria. Capital of all North Africa, from Leptis Magna in Libya till Morocco, you know.
Good.
Oh, how did it look? Amazing, isn't it? Some colour missing.
It
on
is really. I saw it. It's amazing.
That is marble, yeah.
Anyway, see one of that then.
To the restored theatre of Hadrian. The little theatre, they have concerts here as well. The summer. Yeah.
Aphrodisiac.
Yes, Julie? Put it down.
Smells nice.
That's what they say when you use it.
Pepperminty.
The Roman theatre
wow.
of Carthage, which is from the 2nd century AD. It has been underneath excavated 19th century. And nowadays, during July, August, is held here an international cultural festival for music from Europe, from America. Only the very famous singers reproducing Carthage here. So it's like the Greek theater. It is Roman time has been for 5,000, nowadays till 10,000 people can get inside during summer. So very crowded and all the surroundings here. Just at the back, this is the new mosque here. As you see, that's a nice view, especially from me to take photos. You see.
Oh yeah. John's, that's right. Yeah. Well, one. Caesarea Philippi. Caesarea Philippi.
The new houses and the old ones all together. New Carthage and old Carthage. Both. There's the aqueduct and the
So that's, you see the level
water
here, all that
storage.
has been underneath. يوصل هنا 24 متر. الحمام غادي يوصلوا كل الظروفين يوصلوا 4 متر. هذا واحد قيصر روماني. هذه شاف الجملة قصت لهم ورا التياتر تعاود نهزهم الفيلات الرومانية. It's a restaurant for Tunisian and American. That's the open restaurant. For sure,
You can see that, but you wouldn't know it was all there.
Amazing. I now have a panoramic view where we've been. It'll be gorgeous. Cathedral
So
St.
when the French
Louis.
began to build this cathedral in the 19th century, they found the head of Jupiter, which is in Bardo Museum. So he called Birsa Hill, and Birsa means the cow Haisa. So that's Tunis Lake and Mediterranean Sea, there's the harbor. It's nice for the show for music in the evenings during
Whole of
summer.
Carthage, right?
Araucaria tree here that you see everywhere called Araucaria from Australia.
Oh.
If you want, you can go in the corner there to see there is very small houses in comparison to Roman houses because not enough room here. And in every house there is a system for the storage of water in Punic time. That means here the deepest there is Punic time. That's here this level covered by the Romans, and then here they build their capital.
Fooled ya.
And the pavement almost with the rest of terracotta, red and white. The Romans, they have mosaics. So it could be many floors, you know, ground floor and first floor. You see the open air courtyard and the streets. All that burned and expanded and up to another city, Rome. First society of the formation there.
The Bardo Museum now, with all the best Roman mosaics in the world.
That's boxing and all are original mosaics.
Yeah, all original mosaics from Carthage. It's an old palace.
That's why the shops are outside in order. That's September we made a huge project to restore Bardo Museum.
الشباب هم يحبوا العنف يتخانقوا في يصوروا في
ما هم كلهم طيز نوري في الدار كانوا ودنهم.
Sarcophagi.
C'est leur assiette maintenant, ici, you find this, like this one. Amazing, all these gravestones here, you see the tiny symbol with unique inscriptions are from what we call Prophet of Carthage. We have seen this morning. These people are from Semitic origins. What is the God? And here, the great discovery of Carthage, you see this tiny symbol in the Prophet we have seen this morning, and you see the oldest alphabet as a tombstone. And here you see as a priest or bishop and a child in the hand. That's why some European historians said it exists sacrifice of children instead for the god Baal and the god Stalin. But this is from the 3rd century BC. You see the Latin, and here the unique statue of the god Baal Hamad, discovered nearby Hamad. So my friends began to build a train station. They have found this statue unique in the world, showing the god of Carthage, Baal Hamad. But it is from the 1st century AD. Although Carthage burned down in 46 BC, but the religion still exists also in the beginning of the Roman times. So all these are from the period of Carthage. That's the god who symbolizes wheat. Agricultural land. Here is a new museum of wheat history. Prehistory, you see this African continent, North Africa, Tunisia. Everywhere where we see these inscriptions, these here are from prehistory, nearby Gaza in Tunisia. You see the snails here. That's 7,000 years BC. So ancient snails have been found in the mountain of Sahara Atlas nearby Gaza. That people ate snails. And you say that the prehistoric people has been for fire has been vegetarians. After discovered fire, so then it becomes meat. And that's why in the south of France and in Tunisia nowadays they exist this picture. That's the men, not African men, what we call Capsin people from Gafsa, Capsin, 7,000 years, 5,000 BC. And that's Romanian people actually, and that. And the caves has been, you know, great ponds in the mountains. All these Jbel Mankoub not far from Hammamet, from prehistoric peoples. And you see paintings in the caves there. So that you see there, or some photos of skeletons, where people are living in the Neolithic, Paleolithic time. By stones, I think we get hunting here.
It's northern, really.
So the first human beings, the men
Oh,
at
they
the end
found
of
it.
you see some photos of paintings there. May 2008 is 120 years celebrating the anniversary of this museum. But you come this way, See this one, it's called the Crispina. Lived 8 years, 10 months, 24 days and 6 hours from the 6th century, found nearby Sfax. So all is beginning part of later in London divide.
It was a palace, wasn't it?
Bardo Palace has been only this small house with open air courtyard, where the king has been agricultural area all around, but nowadays 70,000 inhabitants living here. The 1956 is women emancipation, no more polygamy, no more harem. So this bed is present from the king of France to the Bay of Tunis. And you see the rooms, it looks like the Roman houses also, like tea, Tunisia. See tea. So alcove, the decoration on plaster, ceramics. When the decoration on wood, we call it arabesque.
Arabesque.
It's nice, especially the courtyard here, the fountain.
So this part, the palace is for reception. And this is modern.
Dining. Nowadays we call it the room of Sus. Because of the sea, put it by a seahorse, excavated in Sus. It's 13 meters and a half out of 10 meters. Moving in the world. The head and the Jupiter is 77 meters high. But to take better photographs in the corner, the light follows behind. We call it the room of Sus, according to this piece of mosaics you see Neptune, the god of the sea. Pulled by seahorse. When we find the mosaics, carried per square meter, brought to the museum and totally revealed. So it is a magnificent piece of mosaic. You see there is fishing, hunting, Roman farms.
Good one.
Giving you good ideas. You see in the corner there, mosaics. Above on the left is winter picking olives. On the right, spring, summer. Down there, spring, and on the right, autumn. Called the house of Julius from Carthage. The four-season mosaics. It's from the 4th century AD. So the best mosaics is between the 2nd and the 4th century. Okay. To take photos, you can be seen from here. During August, sometimes you cannot go to the museum, it's too hot. When we are almost far. So that's the pattern of Zeus. You see the 4-season mosaics here. It is from Tubur Marius. So the 75 will be summer, spring, and you see here, picking with the grapes. We usually project next September to restore all the mosaics on the floor and all of see in this museum, there are some masterpieces like Virgilius, called Mona Lisa of part of the museum. Piece of cross there. Virgilius. I will be it's a great study.
Milano glass chandelier. The model.
That's with the lady, hunting whiteboard, summer, spring. You see gladiators offering wine there after battles. We found many copies in many hotels and everywhere. When you drive to El Gem, you see a workshop producing this piece of it. Because still nowadays in El Gem, where there's the Colosseum, and every year at the end of April, International Festival for Mosaics. It's a handicraft, bring lots of money nowadays, and for decoration of hotels and so on. It's a nice museum for this corner. If you want to take photos, all these mosaics found in dining rooms in El Gem, a Roman villa or Roman houses. Amazing, there's a piece here. Or explain in front of the door. It is an entrance. It has a group. Today is nothing. Sometimes 70 buses here at the same time. Grace. You should know that all the mosaics are not very cheap. Dugga. So say after Trojan War he has been in the Mediterranean from an island to another. When he arrived in Jerba Island in the south of Tunisia, so here it's called, the Syrians books as falconry, first with the music instruments singing, but you see, very disappointed because Ulysses put wax in the ears of his friend in order not to hear the music attraction of the Syrians. After 20 years, Ulysses came back and hunting wild animals. By desert areas, mosaics found the region of Utica, hunting and fishing. And sometimes they're hunting wild animals, professional hunters. Showing a Latin poet called Virgilius. Virgil has been a friend of the first Roman emperor, born in the 1st century BC in Montava, North Italy. A picture or portrait produced by the Romans from the 3rd century AD.
Which ones came from the Carthage branch of Ratnus?
Portugal gone up. Oops. Here, south of Monastir. So the building is not part of the palace. That's not our history. So here is the first thing. You see that the ship got underway in the year 80 or 70 BC. It could be a wealthy Roman, went from Rome to Greece and bought beds for his bedroom and bronze statuary for his sitting room, bowls for his garments. But when he arrived in Messina, so the nearby Sicily, he has been stored, and instead of continuing this way like that, arrived near the African coast. It could be in the year 80 or 70 BC. Found only 1907. All are from Greece. About 1st century BC. This is the oldest underwater excavating in the world. Then dwarfs here. And here Dionysus god of wine. And Eros, like Jupiter. Only initially the boat that go to the heart of his beloved. There's perfume Eros. It's a masterpiece. Bronze heart. Dionysus. Photographing, and right here, bust of barber Dionysus. The wood is German. This is a wonderful collections of bronze here, dancing dwarfs, Dionysus, the god of wine, and especially Eros. Nice in the corner, dancing dwarfs, and playing with the rattles. You don't have to do that, Jack. I've got your head on everything. Oh yeah, Utica. Utica.
Where are you?
Where am I? Yes, Pisces.
Yeah, Aries.
Are you going all day?
Oh,
Good.
there's me there. There's like a secret Cancerian crab at the back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crab.
Sagittarius. Goat.
I don't know, is that
Don't know. Aquarius. I can't see me.
This is a city famous by winter houses, winter underground houses. And different things. There is the national parliament. It has been a part of the palace, but the actual parliament. Because the Venus, Artorello, Septimo Severus, born in Libya.
For Severance, he was in England, he was the governor of England as well, before he was emperor. Right. 120 years.
And you see
The museum
this
this year.
academy has been opened here.
Yeah.
Until now, this is a military school that's nearby.
That's around the museum, and we're on the Bummel stop, I think, and then we're off home. Nice tree.
Purple, beautiful.
Beautiful, I love the purple. These
The end of our program.
outskirts of Tunis. Outdoor swimming pool. Good.
Called spawning, as they called it wrong, spawning. They called out, they were calling out
Salt Lake.
Well, it's a mad build free, but they're just went in there and built some. And of course, if they build any higher, they're going to get charged for it. They'll build it. It's such a thing now, such a crazy.
Statue for the Independence. And the football.
Club Africa.
A little.
Africa is huge championship, but impossible that there's this.
Where's the football? Behave themselves now, please.
That's nothing. But between the Sus and the Tunis play here, everywhere police. Bye bye.
It was like being in a carnival.
Stadium of the football. Okay, back at the hotel. By the pool today. Cool. The pirate ships out there. That's cool. Stay now, we're off home soon. Been a great holiday. Sun still shining.